Hey there. So, by now, you've found some scholarships or projects that caught your attention. They match your profile. Or at least they can match after a few small tweaks, right? And now you're thinking, okay, I want to apply for these. But wait. Before you start writing your CV, your personal statement, or contacting your referees, there's one super important step that most students completely skip. You need to deeply understand what the scholarship is really looking for. Not just what's written on the surface, but what's hidden between the lines. This is the very first step in what we call the understand and match technique, a simple strategy we'll use throughout the course. It starts here, and later you'll see how it helps you write much stronger applications. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on in this section. Here's the truth. Most students rush into writing documents without taking time to understand what the opportunity is actually looking for. That's a mistake, because scholarship posts often say one thing, but mean something more. If you can learn how to read between the lines, you'll be able to spot what the selectors truly want, understand their hidden expectations, and prepare an application that actually speaks to them. This doesn't require perfect English or a fancy CV, just smart reading. Let's see how this works in real life. Example 1. A scholarship says, "We support future global leaders who are passionate about community development." This sounds nice, but there's a message behind the words. They're telling you they want people who took initiative, who maybe started something, led a small team, or helped others. So if you only talk about your GPA and never mention leadership or helping your community, you're missing a big chance. Even something small counts. I started a free tutoring group for students in my village. That's leadership. That's community. That's what they want. Example 2. A PhD post says, applicants must have a bachelor's degree. A master's degree is preferred. That means if you only have a bachelor's degree, you can still apply, but many others will have a master's, and they'll be seen as stronger. So what do? You mention your degree, yes, but then also talk about your research experience, high grades or internships that show you're ready. Example, I completed a senior thesis project involving lab research, which gave me strong hands-on experience. This way you're saying, I may not have a master's, but I have skills at that level. Example 3. A project ad says, the student will work with R and MATLAB for data analysis. Even if this is not under requirements, it's a big clue. They expect you to know or quickly learn those tools. So in your notes you write, I used MATLAB in my engineering course. I also take a free R course online and add it before applying. This is what we mean by reading between the lines. Example 4. Another post says, we are committed to sustainable development and gender equality. That's not just decoration. It tells you they want people who care about social issues. You should mention any experience related to these values, even something simple. I joined a campaign on campus to promote recycling and eco-awareness. Or, as part of a student group, I worked on health education for girls in rural schools. Even if your main focus is technical, adding one line like this helps your application align with their values. Example 5. Now here's a warning sign. A scholarship says, successful candidates are expected to return to their home country after graduation. What they're saying is clear. If you write about staying abroad permanently, they may reject your application. So in your personal statement, you say, I plan to return home and use what I learned to improve healthcare systems. Even if your long-term dream is to stay, you must match what the program expects. Otherwise, you might waste your effort. Example 6. Last one, a subtle personality clue. A post says you'll be joining a fast-paced, dynamic team. This tells you they want someone active, flexible, and social. So, in your documents, you might say, I thrive in team environments and enjoy solving challenges under pressure, like during our robotics competition where we had just 24 hours to build a prototype. They didn't ask for that story, but you gave them exactly what they wanted. In the next videos, we'll show you how to break down a post step by step, how to find the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves, how to spot important keywords and values, and how to organize all of this in a simple table so you're fully prepared. You don't need to write anything yet. Just read smart. So remember, Scholarship posts aren't just information, they're instructions. But most people don't know how to read them. You do now. This small skill, reading carefully like a detective, will give you a massive advantage when you start writing later.
Let's keep going.